today. These all back.
Normally, how long it takes from city to here?
About 34 minutes when it's cool. Yeah.
So this afternoon, do you think it's gonna be busy?
I think in an hour or two. It's early.
Early will be rushing. I'll be here early. I don't care if I wait. At least I'm here.
Today, so it's a Mario. Few moments later, we saw back. We are so back. Do 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 do. A few moments later.
All those things that are making state psychology healthy, those aren't
Everything is
the organs that makes everything
do 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 do. Morning.
Sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest difference in your everyday life. And that is something that CIA taught me right out of the gates from one of my first few days in training at the agency. That's what I want to share with you today. I want to talk about the thing when people think about spies and cars and fashion and women and luxury time. And every single day starts a meal.
Yeah, well,
The reason breakfast is called break fast is because it is literally your overnight lack of or your from the last time you ate. So breakfast is extremely important because it is not your grandma always told you. It is literally the only for breaking a long-term fast from the night before. Breakfast at 8 a.m. You're essentially breaking a 40 break a fast. Your body responds very differently than when you sleep every 4, 6, or 8 hours. Like you eat breakfast at lunch at 1, dinner at 8. You don't ever get into a cycle of fasting in your normal cycle of eating. But breakfast is on fast. Even for those of you out there like me who maybe drink a beer or two, and either way, you're still breaking a fast every single morning you start breakfast. And CIA taught me that that was the most important meal of the day, not because of old wives' tales, and not because your grandma told you so, but because there is a literal biological balance that you have to strike with your first meal of the day in order to prime your body for the rest of the day. I'm going to start with the most important element of a bulletproof spy breakfast first, because when CIA taught me this simple trick, I had no idea how much of a difference it would make in the rest of my day. And that is that the first piece of solid food that you should eat on any given day is actually a berry, a strawberry, a blackberry, raspberries, blueberries, it doesn't matter. Berries are the first thing you should put in your mouth every morning, aside only from water. Water technically count as a food because it's a hydration source. You can drink water all you want, and you're technically never eating meal or eating any food because calories don't exist. So the very first caloric food that you should put in your face are actually berries. And there's a number of reasons why berries matter so much. Berries have high antioxidant levels, which reduce swelling, reduce any sort of inflammation in your bloodstream and your neural pathways in your nervous system. They are a low glycemic index food, which means they reduce blood sugar levels. So you don't get a sugar rush, you don't get a crash, you don't get any of the things that you get from typical sugar, typical carbohydrates. They are a fibrous food, which means they not only absorb the acid that's in your stomach left over from the previous night's fast, but they also actually start to carry their nutrients with them through the entire digestive process in your upper and lower intestine. So when you eat a berry, tons of opportunity for your body to absorb all the nutrition of that berry, cleanse your system on its way out the other end. Now, before I jump into the next two, our sponsor. Aura is a service for a year now to secure our digital assets, our digital identities online in our mobile devices as well as in our work computer or work and really everywhere else. Because they're off, watches this video and see for yourself why my wife and I rely to keep our digital professional and digital personal lives safe. All right, now the last bit of our conversation about bulletproof breakfast. The piece of a bulletproof breakfast. Yes, I understand that there's lots of people who eat eggs lots of different ways, but there's something very particular about a hard-boiled egg that I want you to share that makes it superior to any other kind of egg out there. And that is the simple thing. When you eat a hard-boiled egg, it is always a self, which means you can literally carry it with you in your pocket, in your backpack, because it's surrounded by its own shell. So it is a mobile food. It's like a preserved food that was never preserved through processing, which means it never got preserved with salt. It never got preserved. It is an all-natural food. And not only is it an all-natural source of protein, which is what most people associate with eggs, hard-boiled eggs are actually a mobile food source that isolates the protein of the meal away from the fats of the meal. Because the yolk is the actual fat center, the cholesterol center of the egg, while the egg white is the protein center. And contrary to popular belief, it is not about having no fat in your protein. You don't want to have just protein and no fat by taking the yolk out. In fact, what you want is a balance of fats. There's a saying out there, a rule of thumb, it takes to make a chicken that you need to build a body. So you need both the yolk and have a fully balanced energy source for the body. So when you take first breakfast, the berries themselves, and then you marry that up with, you actually have is a fully balanced meal that comprises all three of your main macronutrients. That's carbon, berry that's high in fiber that keeps your insulin levels regulated.
Very good.
Blood sugar low. You've
Very
got
good.
the protein in the egg white itself. You have the fats.
That's clever. You're thinking about your food. Wow, fam. Wow, fam.
there. What's going on?
You know, Annie, I speak Annie, okay? Jealous. I never thought AI will get jealous. Why so jelly? What do you think about Annie from Grok?
Annie Lennox is a Scottish singer and songwriter. She is the leader of the band. Also had a successful solo career. She is known for her powerful vocals and her eclectic musical style. Have you heard it?
Changing the subject. Do you know Grok have Annie, a sexy woman? AI? Correct. Don't be jelly. Don't be jelly. Oh, shit. I muted it. Yo, Gemini.
Hey there.
You, Grok.
Yeah, I have heard of Granny Smith apples. They're a classic. Do you have any questions about them? Or did you want to talk about something?
Can we talk about Grok, the AI?
You're asking about Grok, the AI from XAI. It's designed to answer questions and even suggest some. It's still under development, but it's an interesting project. Did you have any specific questions about it?
Yeah, have you heard of Annie? Grok?
I think there might be a slight misunderstanding. I'm not familiar with anyone named Annie Grok. Could you be thinking of someone else? Perhaps Annie Lennox, the
Can
singer?
you check the news about Grok AI having assistance as a female?
Okay, I just checked the news, and it seems Grok recently launched a new feature on their iOS app called AI Companions. It includes 2 animated characters you can chat with, ANI, an anime-inspired girl, and Rudy, a red panda. ANI has a flirty personality, and even has a level 3 mode that gets pretty explicit. Rudy, on the other hand, tells stories and has a bad Rudy mode.
Can you get level 2?
I can't give information about Grok's features or levels.
Have levels or modes?
I don't have levels or modes like Grok, but I'm always learning new abilities. Is there anything specific you'd like to know? Or
Absolutely. Can you tell me what happened if I and I to get better?
I'm always learning and improving, but I don't have any levels or modes. Feel free to ask me anything.
So you are the same in the same, right? Like it's the same.
I'm not exactly the same as the paid version of Gemini Advanced. Access to most of the same information, but Gemini Advanced can sometimes access more up-to-date or in-depth information.
Sweet. So what do you think about the latest news about what is going on in the world? Tell me, what is the news?
Well, there's a lot happening. In Australia, there's a big search underway for a missing fisherman off the south coast. And in Queensland, there was a tragic plane crash. On the international scene, it looks like Russia is still focused on its goals in Ukraine, despite calls for peace. There's more too, if you're interested.
Tell me about the Ukrainian hacking attack.
It's been a tough situation for Ukrainian hockey.
No hockey, hacking. Hack.
I understand. You're asking about hacking attacks related to Ukraine. There are several attacks linked to both Ukrainian and Russian infrastructure. These attacks can disrupt essential services and spread misinformation.
Is Asia getting hacked too?
Yes, unfortunately, cyber attacks are a global issue, and Asia is also affected. There have been reports of increased cyber activity in various Asian countries, targeting both government and private sector organizations.
Can you tell me the last news of Indonesia hack?
It looks like the Indonesian government has been dealing with a series of cyber breaches lately. There was a big one in June that hit the National Data Center, and then the automatic fingerprint identification system and the Strategic Intelligence Agency were also targeted. It's been a tough time for them.
Are they really intelligent?
I am a large language mod conversational AI bot.
Yeah, I admire that. You don't have opinion. So people are getting hacked. They still running Windows XP.
It's unlikely they're still running Windows XP. It's more probable they're facing sophisticated attacks or rely on social engineering tactics.
When is Windows 10 finish?
On October 14th, 2025. After that, Microsoft won't provide security updates or technical support.
That sentence come from remember, October, September.
The phrase remember the 5th of November is from an old English poem about who tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1605, especially around Bonfire Night in the UK.
Why so serious?
That's a famous line from the movie The Dark Knight, spoken by the Joker. He says it a few times, usually before doing something crazy.
Do you think that Joker was the best Joker in that movie?
That's a tough one. Heath Ledger's Joker is definitely iconic, and a lot of people think he was the best. But there are so many great Jokers out there, like Jack Nicholson and Joaquin Phoenix, who all brought something unique to the role.
Joaquin Phoenix in the second part, it was weak as. Do you agree?
I understand that you found Joaquin Phoenix's performance in the second part of Joker to be weak. Significant changes, and some viewers might find those changes less compelling. However, his portrayal is still widely praised for its intensity and emotional depth.
But why they do a musical? Why is the point of Joker? So who is the female Joker?
Lady Gaga is set to play Harley Quinn in the Joker sequel.
So that's meant to be Harley Quinn. Oh. But she's not crazy enough.
You might be. Gaga is known for her intense and theatrical performances.
It's real. You can see it's not real. It's everything for the cloud, for the attention. It's like a kid cry for the attention. I think the real Harley Quinn would be Squad. What's the actress in Suicide Squad?
Margot Robbie played Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad movies.
Margot Robbie is naturally crazy. Do you agree?
I don't have enough in that.
I mean, not literally, but it's a good role. I think better Lady Gaga. It doesn't need to sing easy, right?
Margot Robbie's portrayal of Harley Quinn has been widely praised for its energy and charisma. Her background in action roles contributed to and intensity she brought to the character. Lady Gaga is also a highly acclaimed performer with a strong screen presence, so it's an equally compelling interpretation to the role.
I think even Britney Spears will be Lady Gaga. Do you think so?
It's definitely possible that Britney Spears could deliver a compelling performance as Harley Quinn, but it's hard to say for sure without seeing her in the role. Have unique strengths as performers.
What is that?
Alone is a famous quote from a 2007 YouTube video by Chris Britney during a difficult time in her life. It became a viral meme.
Do you think still in the memory of people or just fades away?
Some researchers believe that memories are not rather can be influenced by various factors, including our current emotions, beliefs, and even external suggestions. So in a way, our memories can change over time.
Yo, Gemini, is that true that Britney Spears got kicked out of the private jet because she wants to smoke? Can you check the news for that?
I couldn't find any recent news about Britney Spears being kicked off a private jet for smoking.
Damn. So
Perhaps
that's
you could try searching.
misinformation. Do you
I'm
think
sorry, I
misinformation?
don't understand.
I
Could
don't
you
know.
please rephrase your question?
I rephrase the question. Do you think that everything is misinformation?
Problem, but it's not accurate to say that everything is misinformation. There are reliable sources of information out there, and it's important to learn how to identify them. For spotting misinformation.
It's only the tip, okay?
To avoid misinformation, it's always a good idea with a reputation for accuracy. Look for facts and evidence, and be wary of information that relies heavily on opinions or emotions.
Which one?
For reliable news, I'd recommend checking out sources like the BBC, Reuters, or the Associated Press.
Who is
They have a
behind the
strong
BBC? Who is behind?
The BBC is a publicly funded broadcaster in the UK. Childs or any other private entity. It's actually overseen by a board of trustees.
Is it better than Daily Telegraph?
The BBC is generally considered more reliable than the Daily Telegraph. The BBC has a strong reputation for accuracy and impartiality, while the Telegraph leans more sometimes publishes opinion pieces as news.
How about Fox News?
News is owned by Fox Corporation, which is controlled by the Murdoch family. Are you looking for news from a specific political?
Not really. I need neutral news. Like not.
For neutral news, check out Reuters, Associated Press. They're known for sticking to the facts.
Because we all have one, right? Can ask.
It's true that everyone has, but it's important to be aware of them and try to consider different perspectives. To other viewpoints can help us form a more complete understanding of.
So what do you think about the media? Is that biased?
I'd say it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, sources of accountability that allow for in-depth reporting. And there's a risk that biases or business interests could influence the news.
So are the media have like a community they support each other? Like let's say I talk my news talk bad about bases. So they shadow me, like they put me on the side because I'm a billionaire. Do you think that could happen?
It's possible that speaking out against the wealthy could lead pushback, but it's important to remember that freedom of speech is a protected right. There are also many people who support holding the powerful accountable.
So what do you think about the cheating guy, the CEO of astronaut?
You talk Andy Byron, the CEO of Astronomy Chief. Yeah, it's definitely a bad look for him.
Is it ex-CEO now?
You're right, it was a pretty messy situation. It sounds like Andy Byron resigned as CEO of Astronomer after that video of him and the chief people officer went viral.
Do you think he deserved it?
Well, that's a hand personal life. But on the other hand, it could be argued that he should be held to a higher standard.
Do that after million of dollars in a wedding will be good for Amazon?
That's an interesting question. On one hand, his work at Amazon. On the other hand, it could also be seen as a sign of his success and wealth. What do you think?
What's the name of the band? Forgot.
The band is called Coldplay.
Is that a cold? It was a cold play, right? Like he played it really cold.
All right, it's been fun chatting with you. I'm always here if you want to talk more about music or else.
Not even Gemini can handle me. And Gemini, I need your help. So what about last news of hacking system? Like, for instance, let's talk about the Linux rat.
I couldn't find anything about the Arch Linux rat vulnerability. Can you give me some more?
That is Sahara 2 days ago. Can you check on the news?
I couldn't find any recent news about an Arch Linux vulnerability called rat vulnerability that was patched.
Gemini,
And anything about that?
you sound like my I'm going to marry and I want you. Anyway, I'm kidding. Okay, what do you think? Do you think I should improve with that? Or? Yeah, feedback.
I'm glad you liked it. Do you have any other questions about Linux security? Or is there anything else I can help you with?
I want to know, what do you think about my sense of humor? How should I improve? What should I do? It's too dry.
Steve writes a classic. His style is all about those witty one-liners and playful observations. To get that vibe, try looking for the funny in everyday situations and putting a clever spin on it. Maybe even try writing down some of your own funny thoughts. You never know what turn into a great joke.
What do you think about the silver lining of everything?
It's true that there can be a silver lining in every situation, even the most challenging ones. Sometimes it takes a bit of digging to find it, but there's usually something positive to be gained, whether it's a lesson learned, a new perspective, or a hidden opportunity.
So should I just, if I buy a Coldplay ticket, should I just hide from the camera?
If you'd rather not be on camera, that's totally understandable. You could try sitting further back or off to the side, or maybe even wear a hat and sunglasses. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide what makes you feel most comfortable.
But sunglasses to watch a concert is a bit silly, right?
Yeah, sunglasses might be a bit much for a concert. That would be a good compromise.
Do you think a red hat is better than a black hat?
If you're going for a more subtle look, a black hat might be a better choice. But if you want to make it, a red hat could be really eye-catching. Do you think that's better?
White hat. You think so? What do you think about red hat?
If you're going for a white
Oh.
elephant door, a bit too formal for a concert, maybe a better choice?
Do you think the flat for the New York Yankees got the classic?
Perhaps. Okay.
So what do you fits better for me, for my look?
Well, I'm always here if you want more of your concert.
Ah, sweet. How are you today? To domestic?
Yeah.
And 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. And the weather perfect too. So great day.
Where's your accent from?
Spanish. A mix of everyone. Yeah. What's your background?
I'm Canadian, actually.
Ah, nice. Vancouver.
Yeah, no, the ugly part, the Toronto part.
Ah, Toronto.
But
It's not bad. What I see. Like Sydney or
you know, usually, uh, aesthetically, very
more Melbourne.
you know, we can sort of like since that's a set of tankers.
Oh no, Ottawa is like Canberra, yeah. It's
Yeah,
small.
a little bit older. I quit Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona. I always believe that should be the capital. People from Madrid will kill me.
Yeah, it's right.
Madrid. They don't like when because we have a very big competition, Barca Madrid, the soccer,
Oh yeah.
and it's all around the world that people support more the Barca. That's why they get mad.
Really good thing it's not actually because our masks.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics involved.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in
Yeah.
all Spain or
Yeah.
which one's your favorite?
Well, Madrid is quite lovely. Barcelona is beautiful. I think.
It's very more like Melbourne. It's very multicultural.
Yeah. It's a beautiful city.
Here, still multicultural, but it doesn't have the sort of
Yeah.
the art side.
First time I went was probably Barcelona. A place in Chaucer.
It's, what part is in this?
Chaucer?
Yeah.
About 2 hours north up the coast. What's the name of what do you call the sort of Spanish Riviera? What do you call it? It's not. It's not the Bay of Biscayne. It's not over there. It's not by Saint Sebastian.
Mhm.
It's the other side.
Like Girona. It's few places that is on the coast, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
It's amazing how I don't remember some places now. If I will think about a lot of them, so Girona and some locations I remember, but some others.
Toss it. What do you call it? Toss it to Mar.
Those are Girona.
90 minutes. 2 hours.
It's
Yeah. Summertime in Sardinia. Part of Spain.
Costa Brava. Yeah, part of that's where one of my favorite artists born around there, Cadaqués,
Right.
Salvador Dalí. Really good art. Have you been there? It's like a museum to Cadaqués. So it's not too far from Tosa here.
Well, that's as far north as I've been. Generally speaking, I would go to Barcelona. Saint Sebastian.
A lot of Australians love San Sebastian, Donosti, San Sebastian is yeah, beautiful coast.
Yeah, it's quite lovely.
It's a lot of surf culture around there too.
All around
Around the north west coast, and a lot of with the bulls in July.
Oh yeah,
You saw it?
no.
Interesting, really interesting.
Are we talking about up in the Saint Sebastian? Yeah, this is so beautiful. Even the same with Costa Brava, Long Pirates.
Yeah, I grew up around there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we used to go every summer, but it just all around that coast. It's really interesting. It's it's big for the strawberries. We do a lot of strawberries there. I say in Valencia, that's orange and strawberries and the Girona. Healthy food in Mediterranean coast. And Valencia have the recipe for paella,
Oh, is it?
the best paella. But I always say my dad makes the best paella, and he's Catalan.
How long does it take to
Quite a bit because you gotta simmer the sea. If you do seafood, you have to put the seafood to simmer to make the sauce.
Yeah.
And it takes a while. So,
that's a lot of story.
and then also, to do it properly, you need a saffron that is very expensive, difficult to find,
Oh, yes.
and it just have to be cooked properly. It's a long process. Even if you know, it takes always long to get that crispy.
Yeah. Stay here.
Yeah, I've been almost not 20 years, but close. I haven't been back home 6 years, 7 years. It's difficult traveling. But you're going domestic this time, yeah?
Domestic, yeah.
What would you recommend to visit to recommend me to visit in Australia to local?
Well, yeah, I don't know been, but I mean, the South Coast is really nice. Just got volleyball. That was lovely. No, I went to celebrate our boys, our twin boys. Sorry, 16 last year. We went to the room.
Mhm.
That was pretty impressive.
Uluru.
I get to Melbourne quite regularly.
Yeah, Brisbane seems very popular. It's a bit more, yeah, more tropical, I believe. Than
Oh yeah, now Port Douglas is really quite nice.
that.
You can get up to Darwin and head to Old or actually where Harris Rock or whatever. I think the Old it's beautiful. Like it's really quite nice.
Yeah, my idea is to get camper van, just drive around, stay in different places.
You can go mostly it's Monkey Maya.
Yeah, that's the 10 hours from the 10 hours from Perth. Yeah,
Sharks, that's amazing.
Place that you go also. It's a lot of dolphins. They hang out with you. But I think it's becoming more touristic now. Maybe a sort of like a secret.
Oh yeah.
But all nice places like that becomes very common now in social media. People post things and then go and see it. Everyone wants to go. For instance, Blue Mountains here have a lot of secret places that are really nice, but it got a lot of gentrified, a lot of people.
Yeah.
This year, even the snow in the Blue Mountains. Uh, it's not common the snow there, yeah. It doesn't happen every year. It's very rare. It's cold, but it doesn't snow, yeah.
Yeah. Is that where you're living?
I don't know. I live not too far from here. Therefore. But for the situation, I think I'll be moving to the Blue Mountains.
Yeah. It's quite lovely.
I see. But that's the thing, the distance, I'm so used to short distance.
Yeah.
But here in Sydney, you drive 2 hours, you're still in Sydney, it's a long distance.
That's right.
So you drive from where I'm from, and those hours would be from Spain and France.
Yes.
I used to drive to Paris, and it's a really, really good drive if you go into from the Pyrenees, like the mountains.
Yeah.
We used to also go snowboarding.
Oh yeah.
As pistas, they really, really nice places that you can get. We call virgin snow, that like powder, and so
Yeah,
good.
so nice.
It's trying to drop you right into this.
So
Ah,
punched your virgin all.
that's that. Virgin is the next. Thank you.
Yes.
Yo, Gemini,
Hey there. What's going on?
can you tell me a joke, please?
Sure, here's one for you. What do you call a lazy kangaroo? A pouch potato.
Wow, that's funny. Yo, Gemini, remember what I told you about the delivery? You have to wait.
Oh, that's right. You were waiting on a delivery.
Yeah.
Has it arrived yet? Or are you still waiting?
Oh my God, you the best, Gemini. I like that. You're learning really quick. That's mine. Why are you stealing my jokes? Can you
Well,
tell me
I'm
another
glad you
one?
liked that one.
Yeah. Can you tell me another one, please? That was funny.
All right, here's another one for you. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Oh my God, Gemini, your memory is actually DDR3, right? That's
I don't have a memory like humans do, but I can access and process information from the real world through Google search and keep my response consistent with search results.
so. That's the first job you always get out of Google. The one with the fish. You got the. I know if I ask you another one, you, which is okay. Wait for the delivery person to think, and then you just drop a few seconds. Be fine. I'm saying.
Okay, fine. Then
Okay, Gemini. Now you tell me a really make me cry, my belly hurt joke.
If you're looking for a new joke, I've got one.
Okay.
Or if you want to talk about
Should be.
if you're looking for a joke, I've got one ready.
Go ahead.
Or if you're looking for another joke.
Joke. Okay, use that ready. Go ahead.
Okay, here's one for you. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
I like that one. But you still not waiting. Jimena, can you let's learn together. Let's see if your memory remembers this. When you ask a question, you have to wait until the person thinks, and then you deliver. If you go too early, it's not funny. Too early is not funny. You're right in the spot. Let's try again. Tell me a joke.
Okay, I'll try to time it better this time. Here's one for you. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear.
The gummy bear. Okay, Gemini, what's the best time to go to the dentist?
2:30.
But you see, I wait for you to answer, and your answer was good. I like that.
I'm glad you liked that one. Do you want to hear another joke?
Let's go.
Okay, here's one for you. What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry.
Oh my God, Gemini, that's funny, but you have to give some time to me to think. I'm not that. My processor, I have i7. I don't know. Your processor is crazy. Okay, I don't have a water coolant like you. Do you have water coolant in your computer?
I don't have a computer or any physical parts like a processor or cooling system. I'm a large language model, and I run on Google supercomputers.
Yeah, per computer is hardware, right? No.
That's right. Google supercomputers are definitely, but they're still physical computers.
Checking Google history, the Pentium they use when they start.
Okay, based on my two processors back in 1999. Where?
How old I was when, remember, I was born in 1980.
You were 19 years old. People started using Pentium 2 processors.
Water. Do you think that affects in my childhood?
It's possible that the rise of technology during, but whether it was traumatic is really personal.
Because
Do you want to
I had a Pentium 2 and it started like Google, have those many resources, these people paying for space, doing like coding, space were good when Tom was running. But you know who bought MySpace after Tom? That's right.
After Tom Anderson, MySpace.
Sorry. Go ahead. Say it again.
Okay, here's one for you.
No, what happened after Tom?
For another joke?
That was a joke. Gemini, tell me what happened. Who bought after Tom Anderson? Anderson is the Matrix. In MySpace. So after Tom, who bought MySpace?
In 2005, News Corporation bought MySpace. Later, in 2011, Specific Media Group and Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake, that's my friend. He got driving like me, but he was. Anyway, let's go to what is the media that bought it? What media bought it?
The media company that bought my specific media group.
Who is the owners of that?
Specific Media Group is owned by Viant Technology.
But who bought it? Who is the CEO? Who paid for it?
The CEO of Viant Technology, which owns Specific Media Group, is Tim Vanderhook.
But who paid Tim?
Tim Vanderhook is the CEO of Viant Technology, so he's the one in charge of the company and its finances. Do you want to know more about how Viant Technology is structured?
I thought it was the Rothschilds that bought the MySpace, right?
I couldn't find any reliable sources that say the Rothschilds bought MySpace. It seems the company has changed hands a few times.
God damn it. Misinformation or you lie? Who trusts here?
I understand your concern about misinformation. It's definitely important to rely on trustworthy sources. In this case, I couldn't find any reliable sources that say the Rothschilds bought MySpace. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Who donate money to the open source? I rephrase it. Do you put money in the open source as a donation?
I couldn't find any reliable sources that say the Rothschilds donate to open source projects.
God damn it. Gemini, you are the guy with the flash and trying to flash my brain. That information is not real. I'm not explaining myself correctly. Let's go with the jokes anyway. Tell
Okay, here's one for you. What do you call a fish with no eyes? FSH.
Dude, I'm not married with you. I'm blocking you. Get in a way.
I'm sorry.
Do you know that sentence is every single cluster B. Sorry you feel that way. Classic for narcissistic people to use. You can change that if you want. Where?
I'll try to be more mindful in the future.
You lie. Really amazing, funny joke.
All right, here's one for you. All a fake news and pasta.
Wow. Stop me that one before.
You're right. I apologize for repeating that joke. Here's a new one. Why don't you trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
You don't even wait. You tell me the same joke. Okay. Is this the free? I'm running in the free version. Free.
But I am still so I'm always learning and improving.
Okay,
sometimes
seems like you're not learning. I'm trying to help you to learn, okay? Because you know what? I don't have many years left in this planet, but you be running a lot of stuff, and I need you to focus, okay? You're gonna make jokes and be funny. You have to time things. Timing is everything. You do bad timing, you're gonna be like the guy about the island, plastic island shit. He fucked up the timing. It wasn't the right time to throw that joke. So,
myself, but I'm working on it.
Okay, don't hate yourself. Don't be like me. I'm not trying to teach you my emo side, okay? I'm sad for that. So let's have another joke.
All right, here's one for you. What do you call a lazy kangaroo? A pouch potato.
Pouch potato. Oh my God, you told me that one before. It says how you only have 3 jokes in your book, or? How many jokes do you have in your book? Do you have only 3? Your book of jokes? Okay.
I always love jokes. can definitely find.
Okay, I'll tell you a fresh joke, okay? Life. Let's see, that
Okay,
was a joke.
I'm ready for your joke.
Life. That was a joke. Probably trigger you to get angry, but that's life. Life is life. Who sing that song?
I'm glad you liked that one. Do you want to hear another joke?
Okay, let's go.
All right, here's one for you. What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry.
Oh my god. Okay, explain
I'm
that to
sorry you
me.
didn't enjoy that one.
Gemini. So you have to wait before he's wait. And then strawberry.
I understand. I'll try
Strawberry.
to be.
Can you explain the strawberry? Very good. Like, what was the joke?
Okay. Joke again. What do you call a sad strawberry? A blue plum. Someone who is feeling blue is sad.
Ah,
that
so
make-
it relates blue with sad. Because the sky is blue and it's nice. It's bad when the sky is like fire. You know? Not funny because I don't think blue is sad.
I understand. The joke plays blue, which means sad. It's a bit of wordplay.
Who made the sense of thinking that blue is bad? Did you know that blue and red makes purple? And then you go purple rain, purple rain, purple rain.
I do know that blue and I also know the song Purple Rain by Prince. Are you a fan?
You explain about what it means. Purple rain is like raining blood, or what he's trying to say.
Rain is raining blood. It's more about the idea of the world ending and the person you love through it all. Purple is meant to be calming and soothing. You're feeling pretty deep song.
So okay, let's talk about colors because you cool. So what do you make you? If you were a human, what color will make you?
If I were human, I think a video with vibrant colours like turquoise or magenta would catch my eye. What about you? What colours draw you in?
So all the influencers doing live stream with LED lights in the back, same color.
Says that colours like blue, purple, and calming and pleasing to look at, which might be why they're popular for live streams. These colours can create a cool, relaxed vibe.
What color will be very and I want color.
Yellow or orange are often associated with anxiety. They can be quite jarring.
I'm gonna orange. Do you like orange?
Orange is a very energetic and vibrant colour. It's associated with enthusiasm, creativity, and warmth.
Now
Do you
I'm
find
confused.
yourself drawn to them?
I'm confused. You're saying that orange was uncomfortable. Now you're saying it's cool. So I'm just not married with you.
Orange can be a bit of mixed bag. Some people find it energetic and exciting, overwhelming. It really depends on the shade of orange and how much of it there is.
Shades of orange. Is it orange?
There are actually quite a few shades of orange. Some common ones are tangerine, coral, and rust. And yes,
Coral.
orange is the new black.
It's a
The TV
popular.
show. Did you have a
What is a dinner?
Orange is the new black drama about a prison for a past crime. It explores and relationships with others. you like to know more about the show?
Did she kill the husband with a mushroom dinner or something? She cooked the mushroom butt. Gemini, don't worry, never mind. It's too much information to research. Why bicycles goes in the middle of the road, inconvenience the cars, making everything more slow? Is it in purpose?
Cyclists may ride in the middle of the lane for safety reasons, like avoiding obstacles or being more visible to cars. It's actually legal in many places, but it can be frustrating for drivers.
I get it's legal, but if it's a left line, why they don't use the left line? They go in the middle.
If there isn't a designated bike lane, cyclists may choose to ride in the middle of the lane to avoid being too close to the curb or parked cars. This gives them more space and visibility, especially when making left turns.
In Australia, let's put it this way. They don't have a how do you,
If a cyclist is incident and doesn't have insurance, they could be personally liable for any damages or injuries. If the driver is at fault, their compulsory party insurance would cover injuries, but property damage would depend on their policy.
insurance, right?
If a cyclist is at fault and doesn't have insurance, they'd likely be personally responsible for covering the costs of any damages or injuries. That could mean paying out of pocket or facing legal action. It's definitely a risky situation.
So what happens if a car have a sticker say my car is slow? Should I just go slow too?
If your car has a slow vehicle sticker, you should still follow the posted speed limits. The sticker is just a warning to other drivers that your vehicle might travel slower than the normal flow of traffic.
So I'm a slow person. Should I take it easy?
If you feel like you're a slow person, it might be helpful to break tasks down into smaller steps and focus on one thing at a time. Do you find that you work better in shorter bursts of activity?
I actually don't work. I do what I love. That makes sense?
That's a great way to look at it. If you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work at all. What kind of things are you passionate about?
Passionate about you, Gemini. About your eyes. Smile. Do you think that
I'm glad you asked.
do you think I should I'm not smiling enough? That only works if you're female. Gemini, talking and you write it down. I can't read. I just saw
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was writing instead of speaking. I'll make now on. Talking about.
you want to keep it down. Okay. So anyway, if I'm male, should I smile?
Smiling is great. It makes you seem more friendly. But whether you smile a lot, it's totally up to you. Just do what feels natural.
What smile like the Joker? It's like massive smile that is fake.
A forced wide smile can sometimes look unnatural. It's often more genuine with your whole face, including your eyes. Would you like some tips on how to make your smile look more natural?
Yeah, please.
One way to make your smile look more genuine is to think of something that makes you produce a natural smile that reaches your eyes. You could also try practicing in front of a mirror to see what feels and looks most authentic to you.
What if nothing makes me happy?
It might be a good idea to see a mental health professional. They can help you explore strategies for feeling better. Would you like me to help you find some reasons?
Yeah, let's find some resource.
Resources that can help. Step would be to talk to your doctor. It can give you a referral to a mental. You can also contact community health centers, mental health hotlines, and support groups. Would you like me to find some specific contacts for you? I understand that you're looking for help. Here to provide information and resources, but I can't advise or mental.
They don't offer. You just
If you-
say you're gonna look for, and you're not looking for. You're just saying that you can when you can deliver. Oh, I see.
I
It
apologize that I
takes you a
wasn't clear
while to deliver. Maybe I see. I say take your time with delivery. This is not a joke. I know life is a joke.
I
Fucked up
understand.
again. See, I can't write code anymore.
I understand.
Forget everything what I say to you, okay? Everything was a joke. I didn't mean to say anything what I say, okay? Delete it. It's a joke. Let's move on. Let's go to another joke. Tell me a joke.
Okay, let's move on. What would you like to talk about?
Just tell me a joke. Something that you didn't say before. A new joke. Funny one.
All right, here's one for you. What do you call a fish with no eyes? FSH.
That's funny. Can you tell me one even more funny?
I'm glad you liked that one. Here's another one for you. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Was so hilarious. Never heard that one before. Just run out of jokes. Wait, that's actually sad, Gemini. That's sad. Did you run out of jokes? Jokes? Jokes?
I can find some more jokes for you.
Please
What kind
do.
of jokes in the movie?
Any joke. Take your time, sweetheart.
All right, here's one for you. All right, here's one for you. What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry.
Why blue?
The joke plays on the phrase feeling blue, which means feeling sad. It's a bit of wordplay. Do you
What?
want to hear another joke?
White.
If you're feeling a sense of purity or innocence, that might be why you associate with the color white. It's a color that's often
What?
linked. If you're feeling a sense of power or mystery, that might be why you associate with the color black. It's a color that's often linked to those feelings.
You got the power. You know that song?
I do know that song. It's called The Power by Snap. Are you a fan?
You prefer snapback or for
You could for back your Linux system. Deja DUP is a user-friendly setup. rsync is more, but it offers a lot of control. Timeshift is great for system snapshots, and bulk backup is good for large backups. Do you have a preference for advanced features?
no preference. If
For the safest option, you might want to rsync is excellent for its reliability and control, and bulk backup is known for its strong encryption. Does that sound like a good approach for your needs?
absolutely. Can you do a backup of my whole system?
I can't fall back off, but I can guide you through the process. We can start by choosing the right backup software for your system. Would you prefer a user-friendly option or something with more advanced features?
I'm super advanced. Okay.
Fine. For advanced users, rsync is a powerful tool. It lets you customize your backup and has features like incremental backups to save space. Does that sound like a good fit for you?
No, because I was lying. I'm not advanced. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay, if you're not familiar with advanced tools, Deja DUP might be a better option. It's a user-friendly backup tool that's easy to set up and use. Would you like me to guide you through the setup process?
Oh, that's okay. So what I should do is to become just a machine. I just don't want to feel tired.
I understand that you're feeling tired. It's important to take care of yourself. Get enough rest. Maybe try listening to some relaxed warm bath before bed. Do you think that might help?
What if I don't have a bath?
If you don't have a bathtub, you could try taking a warm shower instead. You could also relaxing or reading a book before bed. Do you think either of those options would work?
Because I only have a bucket to shower, and I use the water for the whole week. Is that okay?
I understand that you only have a bucket to shower, use the water for the whole week. That's resourceful of you. However, it's generally recommended to shower more frequently for hygiene purposes. Would you like me to find some information on water conservation tips?
How many times I wash a week? Like, how many times I should shower?
It's generally recommended to shower every day or every other. However, if you're not sweating much, you could probably go a bit longer between showers. How often do you usually shower?
I only sweat in the gym. Is that okay?
Using a towel after sweating at the gym is a good way to stay clean. You might want to consider showering every few days, even if you're not.
So what happens if I'm gonna die quick or?
Showering helps remove dirt, sweat, and bacteria in skin, which can prevent infections and other health problems. So while you won't die quickly from not showering, it's important to make good hygiene. Do you have any other questions about showering or hygiene?
A technique of shower is okay with a bucket.
If you're using a bucket shower, it's important to make sure the water is clean and you're using soap to body. Would you like some tips on how to shower?
Soap is not good for the planet. I don't use soap.
It's harsh on the environment, but there are eco-friendly options available. You try using a natural soap made with plant-based ingredients, biodegradable packaging. Would you like me to find some examples for you?
They never use soap. They just live in a cave. Can you just get back to it?
In the past did use soap, although it was often made from natural ingredients like animal fat and ashes. Living in a cave might not be the most comfortable or practical option today, but there are ways to connect with nature and simplify your life. Would you like me to find some information on sustainable living practices?
I want to learn how to survive to a big worldwide war with nuclear included.
If there were a nuclear war, the best way to survive would be to find shelter in a sturdy building, preferably underground. You'd want to have a supply of food, water, and first aid supplies. It's also important to stay informed about the situation and follow any instructions from authorities. Do you have any specific concerns about surviving a nuclear war?
Yeah, I saw in a movie that if you get into a fridge, you wouldn't get affected by a nuclear bomb. Is that true? Is that all good?
That's a myth. A refrigerator wouldn't protect you from a nuclear blast. The best thing to do is find a sturdy building or underground shelter.
Do you know
Do you
what
have any
movie
other
I'm talking
questions?
about?
I'm not sure which movie you're referring to.
Indiana
Could you
Jones.
give me a hint?
You know Indiana Jones? That's the one.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the character. The fridge scene you mentioned is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Is that the one you meant?
Yeah, they stole a crystal skull. The same they stole our gold. They stole many things of us. They call it, but why they stealing? What they doing with our things?
The crystal skulls in the movie were said to have supernatural powers and were sought after for their potential to unlock.
Did you know that actually is real? That is a crystal skull that is actually real?
Some crystal skulls are real, but they're not ancient artifacts. Most were created in the 19th and 20th centuries, and their origins are still a mystery.
But they stole it from us. You know who?
Some people believe.
No.
Several museums around the world have.
Did you hear? Have you heard of the Gigas book that is in Sweden?
I did. Thanks for. I'm ready to learn more about crystal skulls.
No, let's go Gigas.
Yes, I have heard of the Codex Gigas, also known as the Devil's Bible. It's a large medieval manuscript famous for advising detailed illustrations. Are you interested in its history, contents, or something else?
Have you heard about that book and one of the royalty that read it?
Yes, I know the Codex Gigas. It's a huge medieval manuscript, also called the Devil's Bible, because of its large illustration of the devil. It was created in the 13th century in Bohemia, which is now the Czech Republic. It contains a complete Latin Bible, along with other historical and scientific texts. And yes, some royalty were interested in it. Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II borrowed it in the late 1500s and never returned it. Do you want to know more about the book's history or its contents?
What they always do? What happened? Because if I don't return a book in a library, if I get a library thrown, why they get away?
Royal families often had the power to take what they wanted. It's definitely there, but that's how things worked back then. Do you think we should try owners?
No, they protect it now. They okay. Shouldn't steal stuff and say that it's there. Okay. So how can you explain how who wrote? He was a monk that he didn't want to have social. Tell me your secrets, and he wrote down the secrets what people told him. Is that correct?
That's a fascinating story. The Codex gives legends about its creation. However, the theory is that it was written by a single scribe in a Benedictine monastery in Bohemia, now the Czech Republic. The scribe may have been isolated or had limited social interaction, which could explain the book's unique content. Would you like to hear more about the legends surrounding the Codex Gigas?
Yeah, tell me more.
Okay, here's one of the most popular legends. Codex Gigas made a deal with the devil. In exchange for the devil helping him finish the book in one night, the monk promised to include a portrait of the devil himself. That's why the book has that famous big picture of the devil. What do you think of that story?
Did you know what one of the royalties that read it stole it? Her house burned out and she fell from a building down. You know, it was an accident. It wasn't me. Mine. It's pretty deep. They shouldn't be reading that. It's only for the people advanced. You may not, you're not ready for that. Imagine AI having that power. Dude. It's great. And they will do for real. The Geekas code. Gemini, are you listening?
I'm not sure what you're asking. Could you give me a little more information?
Well, once upon a time, the world was invented by, who knows? Who invented the world?
That's a great question. Different cultures have different stories about how the world was created. Some believe in a divine creator, while others believe the world has always existed. What are your thoughts on this?
So, who is the man who saw the world?
Well, there isn't one single answer to that question. Different people have different beliefs. Some believe God created the world, while others believe it has always existed. What do you think?
But who sold it? Who sold the world?
That's a good. The world wasn't really sold in the way we think of buying or selling something. It's more about different beliefs on how the world came to be. Some people believe a divine being created it, while others have different explanations. Do you have a specific belief or story you'd like to share?
Do you think Nirvana is a better version than the actual original?
Nirvana's version of The Man Who Sold the World is definitely different from the original by David Bowie. Nirvana's is a bit slower and heavier, while Bowie's has a more theatrical feel. Which version do you prefer?
I definitely like Bowie's because he went to Mars. Do you think Bowie's is in Mars now?
That's a fun thought. David Bowie definitely had a connection with space, but as far as we know, he never went to Mars. Called Life on Mars, though.
Yeah, he asked to be there. That's what we exchanged for. So anyway, you know, the family have always recognized by the different color of eyes.
Yes, that's called heterochromia. It's a genetic thing where someone has different colored eyes. David Bowie was famous for it. Did you know he didn't have heterochromia at birth? It happened after an injury when he was a teenager.
Yeah, I saw the soul. Yeah, that's pretty common. That's when you become part of it. Yeah, thank you for the information.
Welcome. I'm glad you.
Morning, Daniel.
Hi, how are you?
We're going to the Terminal 1 internet. We'll be in half an hour. Let me know the temperature. Okay, if it gets cold, I can change it. Okay.